Thank you to you. Uh, First of all, thank you to the organizer. They were so brave to invite me to give this talk, and I hope to be able to satisfy your questions. So I'm there is okay. I am a bioarchaeologist, working bioarchaeology since close to 50 years, but I'm not coming from the academy. I am a museum man, and I always worked in a museum, the Museum of Civilization, for 35 years. And this gave me possibly a different view about bioarchaeology and study of human being. First of all, I want to tell you that my origin is in a world very different of what we have now. I vividly remember my exam in physical anthropology, by archaeology, that time was called physical anthropology, where my professor, she asked me as a question to define the Italian human alpine race, like cows, more or less. And it was very difficult to answer even at that time. Then, fortunately, today we have a completely different mindset. And words like gender, decolonization, dignity, and many other are very important in our daily agenda and force us to think a little more what we are doing. First thing is that we are human. And human are apes, animals, as many other mammals in the world, but we have a peculiar thing. We are the only animal that studies its own past. Why? Because a mix of evolutionary mechanisms made us able to invent, to introject words and things. Thanks to this possibility, we are studying the past. And studying the past is one of the most beautiful things we can do. It's a beautiful job, but it's not only neutral. It is a risky activity because while we are building our idea of what is our ancestry, what is our world, we very often create identities or ideas that can be misused. It happens to a lot of sciences, believe me. And we have, in some cases, that a very interesting work on the ability to digest lactose was being used by suprematists in USA to as a sign of identity, and they were running away, drinking gallons of milk for them. So it can be very dangerous. Anyhow, let me, after this diversion, let me go back to my core discussion. I have to say that I come to praise a mineral, not to bury it. And this mineral is hydroxyapatite. Hydroxyapatite is a beautiful mineral. It's inside all of us. It can have many shapes. It preserves the story of our own life. But it preserves it in a little odd way. Why? Because bones lie. It is not true that the bones don't lie. Bones, the shape of the bones, the content of the bone, the way are preserved, were selected evolutionarily for our well-being, for increase our fitness, not as our time machine. But we tend to use it as time machine. But this time machine is far from being perfect. And I hope that Scott people don't blame me for this picture. My stressing feeling is this one. I spent 40, 50 years trying to clean out the signal from the strong entropy overprint on our data, on our reconstruction. And this is very difficult. But we have technology that help us. Since the beginning, of course, being so old, I was relying on morphology, craniometry, we have to say, the length of bones, the shape of the bones. But thanks to new way of understanding shape and size, we were able to input our morphological interpretation into very well strong theory and theoretical framework, and to reconstruct in a rather good way our, let's say, the natural history of humans. But the big revolution, as said by Christian Friesen, came with the ancient DNA. It was in the mid of the 90s and of the 19 years, the past centuries, and I vividly remember when it happened. And this is a real revolution because it changes a lot our way to think about the ancient community. But it's still not free of problems. As you can see today, here we are at the Congress of European Archaeologists, but more than 67% of what we know in terms of genetic ancestry of humans are European. So we cannot pretend to reconstruct the history of the world you having the majority of our genetic knowledge coming from Europeans. And this is a problem. Of course, Italy is not a country where there is a huge imprint of ancient genetic researches, but in the last year we had some interesting researches that mostly confirmed what already known through sources of history. So nothing very exciting. But for Italy, these two papers I participated with, there are a lot of nice information and things hidden inside the supplementary information. As I teach to my students, when you read an important contribution, look for the supplementary information, because very often the truth of a paper is buried inside the hundred of pages of the supplementary information. Anyhow, it was very good. While today we have a new, powerful tool that has been developed since few years that allow us to reconstruct at a different level the relationship between individuals, between communities, because it's possible to reconstruct kinship networks till the 20th grade. That is a very revolutionary new perspective for ancient DNA. But I cannot speak only about ancient DNA. The isotopes are our friend in any study of, let's say, ancient funerary context. We love isotopes. We love radiogenic isotopes because they are very beautiful. They speak about mobility and where people was coming from. But there are still with some troubles. And we need a lot of work to deepen and make our reconstruction more concrete. While everything I've shown you till now is an approach that is the approach they taught me at that time, is populational. Only the individual didn't exist. Now there is a new framework, a new way of thinking that I love so much, that I embrace it a lot, because communities are made of individuals, and only reconstructing individuals we can deepen more our knowledge about communities. And thanks mostly to our women colleagues, we put a lot of attention on children, on childhood, on infants, that this rather invisible portion of the past community, and in the last year, a lot has been done to grow our knowledge on this. And today, even, we were able to, with a, I have to say, a little complicated analytical way, but this is not important, we were able to reconstruct even the infancy and the nursing of 3 Neanderthal individuals from Italy, from northern Italy. And so we discovered, again, nothing very exciting. We discovered that Neanderthals, they are so different from us, completely different, are so similar in the same moment. And the way they nursed the infant is completely comparable in the way we did it today. Or, I love this much, we were able to follow the movement of a child with the mother, of a lactating mother with the child through territory in northern Italy. And this has been done through high resolution radiogenic strontium analysis on teeth. So this is the future. And there is a number of contributions. I'm showing you this because it's the last that came out a few days ago, where there is both aspects, morphology, mortality, paleodemography, ancestry to ancient DNA, mobility through strontium isotopes, diet through stable isotope, kinship networks, and pedigrees. And merging all together such kind of information, it is clear that we are able to have a much better picture. This is a Lombard community, and there is a very interesting reconstruction of all the relationship in Europe. But new technologies are like Mephistopheles. They ask for a price to be paid. And the price is the cost is to destroy the cell wall. This is a big problem. Coming from the museum perspective, the idea that any new important ancient DNA, isotopes, high resolution, whatever you want, C14, we have to take the samples and destroy them, making them powder, put in strange machine, and having back results. And I have a lot of colleagues and friends that they say, no, we cannot do it. Why? Because in the future, we have better methods, better ways to do it. But I believe it is wrong. Archaeology, maybe you don't like what I'm saying, is by definition a discipline that distracts, because excavation is destruction. We are taking a place and we are making it completely different. And if it is correct to destroy a settlement, excavating it, I think it's correct in the same way to analyze fragments of past humans, but with some thinking about the problem. Okay, there are virtual methodologies. This is a nice example. We have on the left a Roman tooth of a child done cut with a saw, with a peculiar saw, but with a saw to do histology. And on the right, you have the same image of this is Mesolithic individuals from Liguria with virtual histology. So this is what you can get from a synchrotron radiation imaging. But the difference in time and cost between the two is one order of magnitude at least. But we are suggesting now to think before destroying. So to have a, let's say, a confident approach to the destruction. We are discussing now teeth because we love teeth, but it can be said for any kind of human portion. To do it in the most optimized way and to try to preserve as much as possible the specimen itself. It can be done, it's a little complicated, it's a little costly, but not as costly as to run all the high-tech, important, very useful, but very costly technique we have discussed about. So what is the future? The future is to combine, in my opinion, the population approach, that is still my approach, is my story, with the individual life history. Let's try to build what I call the virtuous feedback circle, able to go from individuals to the community and from the community back to the individuals. And we are close to do it. And I'm old, I can say, I foresee a new revolution in archaeology And is this when we're able to merge together individuals and communities. Thank you.